Hey, Christian Caveman back here with how to revive your car battery or an old 12 volt or something like that that's not keeping a charge. And I'll show you what you need or what makes it easier. Flathead screwdriver. I use one of these little deals. I'll show you in a minute. Some Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate, and a pot. And some distilled water works best. You definitely don't want to use tap water. It's got chemicals and particles and things like that in it. And a little tester to kind of show you where you're at before and after. This one I'm not doing right now, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I'm going to explain it. Before we go any further, you want to do this in a well-ventilated place. Eye protection, gloves, because the acid inside. It's a mixture of stuff, and then your plating and stuff, and the acid it can burn your skin. You definitely don't want it in your eyes. And you're going to want to find a place to discard the liquid that is in there, no matter the amount, because what you're going to want to do is flush this out. I got one outside right now that I did, which made me think of doing this and put a video out there to maybe help somebody save a few dollars. This works on 90+% of most, and at least you'll get some more use out of your old battery. First of all, you're going to want to take these caps off. Like I said, be protected, and they usually have a little popper deal right here and right here. You can kind of pop that up on both sides, and let's see if I can do this one-handed here. I can still show you. There you go. And that one is down in there, and there is some, you can see gunk in there too, little floaters and all that, and your plates and stuff down there. So there's a bunch of buildup of stuff in there, and it's not full, as you can see. Well, it's probably hard. There you go. You're gonna want to flush this out. So you're gonna have to find a place to discard this, safe place to discard this, and then flush it out more with some water. You could probably use like your hose or something like that, and then maybe run a liter or something through of distilled to make sure all that, all the particles and all the buildup. I think it's sulfide. Anyways, so you're going to want to flush that out. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to need a pot like this, some distilled water. And these normally take around a liter, but you can always put a little more. But you're going to want to heat that up, not to a boil, but hot enough, 150 to 170, 180 degrees to dissolve. Approximately 3 good tablespoons of Epsom salt per liter. And that usually works pretty consistent on most of the ones I've ever done. And once you get that flushed out and you get your water ready with your Epsom salt, your magnesium sulfate, and really good and dissolved. Make sure it's good and dissolved. Then use one of these or a little funnel and a cup or something like that to scoop it out. And then you can just take it right out of the pan and make sure it's not boiling. Like I said, if it's a little hot and you're a little unsure, don't make it too hot, but enough to dissolve it. 150, like your hot tap water, 170 degrees, somewhere around there. And then you can just fill each one of these. And as long as it's, you got to get it to cover your plates in there, but leave it down, half inch. I'd say maybe, there's usually, you can see that cap part right there, just right up to it, or even just a smidge low. You don't want it overflowing or anything like that. And then get your caps back on. I like to, if your battery's all dirty, it's been something around, a bunch of stuff, Go in there and clean it out with an old toothbrush. That's what I've used this for, as you can see. I don't brush my teeth with that. But even before, wipe your top down real good and get around the edges so you don't got stuff falling in there. You'll flush it out anyways, but it just makes it a little bit easier. So let me set this back on there. I'm not doing this one today. I got to get some more distilled water, which is cheap. So this is what makes it great. You can still get use out of it. I always got that for, well, read what it says. Minor sprains and bruises, saline laxative, you know, just whatever you need to use it for. There's plenty of stuff you can use that for. Well, I'm going to show you with this little tester. I don't have all the fun gadgets, but this is just a little quick tester here. And you can see it says flat 5 volts is the one that's lighting up. And that's what the other one that I did, it's actually a marine battery. It's a 12 volt battery though, but it's a marine one that I was using for my camper because it's deep cycle. And it was flat. It was done. And all I did, a lot of times once you're done doing this, I've seen people get voltage out of them. I've done it once or twice, a good voltage, close to 12, before even putting a charge on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out there. I just set it outside earlier, which made me think about doing this video. And I'm going to put this on here and see what we are before we charge it. Okay. Let's see if we can do this one-handed, everybody. Apologize for the camera. Let's see, negative. And working with my hands here. All right, what do we got here? All right, look at that. I'm not getting a good, there it is, 12 volt. See that? That yellow lighting up? The first two are lighting up, if you can see that. 12 volt low, and that's without even charging. So that was just from changing, cleaning it out and putting the Epsom salt and distilled water, liter to 2.5, 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt. After you flush this out, and like I said, discard of it in a safe manner. I had, you know, laws, regulations, all that stuff. Flush it out, be safe, wear eye gear and all that. And then, you know, I just got a regular charger that I had to borrow, and I only do it on a low 12 volt for short periods of time to see if it'll bring it up, and then let it sit and hold that route, because I don't have a 3-phase or a safe charger, which would be really good if you got one of those, or if you got somebody you can borrow one from, just to make sure, you know. It's kind of, you kind of refreshing it and bringing it up from kind of a dead battery or flat or something like that. But like I said, that one was showing 12. It was probably a low 12 is what it said. But bring that up a little bit, and then check and see if it holds a charge. And most of the time this works. 90% of the time this works, and you'll still get some life out of your old car battery. I hope that was helpful. Like I said, save some money, especially in these times. I hope this works out for you. You all have a good day. Like, subscribe if this helps. Share. You all have a great day. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. Christian Caveman out.